Jake knows it.
How
That's good.
Man.
That's hot. Yeah.
That just blew me out of the water.
Yeah.
Cause I knew you were trouble when you
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Jake Asks It. I'm here with our new guest, the pure one, Mr. Patrick Walsh. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to this since I watched episode 1.
Oh man, episode 1. We could even put a link to it somewhere here so people can check it out. So, if you don't know how this show works, I'm going to reach into my random topic pile, toss it out, toss it at him, and we're going to talk it out for your amusement. If you like this channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Pat, are you ready?
I hope so. The tossing thing scared me, but we're going to go with it.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay. And your topic is career aspirations. What do you want to be when you grow up? What did you? And I feel like this is something that changes a lot when you're growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we should start from when we're youngins, from little kids. Little Patrick Walsh. Paint us a picture.
I remember when I graduated kindergarten,
Yeah.
inside the program it said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, "King of the Sandcastle."
King of the Sandcastle.
I don't know if that's a real title anywhere,
I don't know.
but I don't know if I don't want to be King of the Sandcastle anymore. That's a lot of responsibility to take on.
Right.
Oh, when I was a kid, what did I want to be?
Yeah. Little Patrick Walsh running around
I wanted
playing on the jungle gym.
I wanted to be a professional hockey goalie.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
wanted to be.
Did you play hockey?
Never played hockey in my life. There was one Christmas when I asked for like all the pads and I got everything, and that same year we had to do like a come in dressed as your dream job at school, and I came in dressed as a goalie. I to this day have never played a game of organized hockey.
So wait, so your parents, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Walsh out there, bought you all the stuff.
All the stuff I still have it. I still the pads, the pads, the helmet, everything.
And you never played.
Never played hockey in my life.
Can you ice skate?
I can't ice skate either.
Okay, so I don't know how many years it took you to realize this wasn't a good idea.
7
7 years. So after those 7 years passed,
Wow.
and you thought to yourself, maybe I can't be a goalie.
I did.
What was next?
What was next?
Yeah. This is tough. How old do you think you are at this point then?
3rd grade was that project. I remember very
Okay,
vividly.
so now you're in like high school.
So now in high school, I remember at the start of high school, I wanted to be a baseball broadcaster.
Yeah, but okay, that's good. I like that.
Everybody wants. Everybody. I said everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, I would mute the video games as I played them, and I would broadcast them, and I guess that's pretty pathetic.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
You know, mute games, I watched them, I would kind of broadcast the games, but then I realized that...
Oh gosh, the dreams are shattered. It's okay. It'll come back. Let's just keep going.
Wow. That was horrifying.
It's only on your side, too.
Oh, good for you. That was like my dreams dying.
Yeah, that was.
That's exactly what that was.
So, wait, baseball broadcaster. I think that's pretty good. I could see you doing that. You're a big Phillies fan.
Big Phillies fan.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know a lot about it, I presume.
Yeah, that was what stopped me. I was like, wait a second, I'm going to go up there and I'm just going to do exactly what I'm doing now and keep beating around the bush and never saying what I'm supposed to.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't know.
Did you have like a thing, like a sign-off phrase or something like that? That was your thing.
I didn't, but I have one now.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's not what I want to do anymore, so it's useless.
I have one now too. What's yours?
My phrase is, must be tax season.
Must be tax season.
It started, my friend's dad is a CPA, and every time I'm over his house and the dad comes home, every time I just go, must be tax season.
Okay.
And now I just say that when I do stuff. People hate it.
Yeah.
People hate it.
I think it's okay. When would you say that?
April.
April.
Probably just April.
Mine was for Nova News.
Okay.
I would say my sign-off phrase would be, if it's Nova newsworthy, then Jake knows it. Ooh, Jake knows it. That's good. That's hot. Yeah.
That just blew me out of the water.
Yeah. Watch out, Seacrest.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's good. So
That's where
that.
that's where the nose came from.
The nose. Yeah. And so I like your arc so far. I like this. You had your Your hockey, that was a little, you didn't really think that out too much. And then you started
I
thinking a little
didn't. No,
more.
I just assumed one day someone would come up to me and be like, "Hey, you look big enough to clog a hockey net. Why don't you try being a goalie?"
Right. I think that's, okay, maybe you did think about it a little bit. Okay, then the baseball announcer.
Then the baseball
Okay,
announcer.
I like that. That's pretty similar. I was, when I was younger, I wanted to be a superhero. And, I was convinced I was going to get superpowers.
Okay.
Like, absolutely convinced for years. For like up until I was like 15. I was like pretty sure at some point in my life I was going to get superpowers.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption.
Right, yeah. And you think it's a viable job opportunity. Costume
Exactly.
vigilante. I think it still says that on my Twitter. And, but no, those dreams were crushed. I was kind of expecting the lights to like...
Yeah, you were hoping that there's been enough time.
Yeah, but no. So superhero, that was definitely first. And then I think I wanted to be a baseball player.
Okay.
Before I realized that I was never like, oh, Jake, you remind me of Chase Utley. It was, Jake, you remind me of like the giant inflatable arm guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
Don't
that.
you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
It's me.
I can't do it.
No.
I'm more of the mattress guy that just stands on the road doing this.
We could do that. We could have a thing going where maybe that should be our careers.
That's what we do with
Yeah.
Villanova degrees.
Yeah. This is good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so now we're done with the baseball broadcasting thing.
Yes.
Where are we now?
Right now, where I am right
Yeah.
now, which is after baseball broadcasting, is wanting to teach English.
You want to be an English
I
teacher?
want to be an English teacher, yes.
I love that. That's good. I think that's really cool.
It's so sad how I realized it. I had a teacher my junior year in high school, Mr. Flood. I'm gonna email you this.
Yeah.
I don't know his email. He left our school actually.
Oh.
So he had red hair,
Okay.
a little chubby, and he told just the worst jokes, like awkward delivery, like it was painful. It was the driest sense of humor ever. And he loved it.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time I was like listening to a guy and I was like, wow, he's funny. Oh my god, he taught something while he was being funny. This is fun. So I just feel like being a teacher would be a good excuse to just do horrible stand-up all day.
Okay.
And like, give them homework.
So you want to be a stand-up comedian,
Teacher.
but you're not like good enough to be a stand-up
No, not at
comedian.
all,
Is
no.
what you're telling me.
Absolutely.
So you feel like stand-up comedian, teacher. It's right there. It's the same thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in front of people, talking for like an hour.
Yeah.
They can either listen or they can't.
It's pretty good.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Not the
more sense
worst
than I
thing
thought
in
it
the world.
would. Yeah, I like that. And you want to impart some wisdom.
Yes.
Why English?
Why English?
Yeah.
I hate every other subject.
Okay, that's fair.
No.
So you're an English major?
I am an English major.
Me too.
English and education.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing about me in English.
Okay.
I hate reading so much, but I love the stories.
Okay.
For example.
Yeah.
The class we're in right now.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
We're in a class
on
together.
film.
Shakespeare and film. Yeah, and it's we're reading King Richard III.
Or we're spark noting it if you're me.
No, don't do that. It's good.
I spark note it, and the story is so good.
It's so good.
that it's like I can't wait to read this one day when I have time.
Yeah.
So it's like, how am I going to convince people to read it if I just know the story? So that's
So
what
you'd be a teacher.
I've done mold myself into it, or I'll just
Okay.
become a goalie.
Yeah. Maybe you'll manage the. Oh, okay, that's good. At the high school, you could like do all those things. You could be the English teacher. You could announce the baseball games and be like the hockey coach.
Oh my
You could
God.
do all of those things.
They'd hate me.
No. That'd be good, Mr. Walsh.
That's great, Mr. Walsh.
Do you want to be Mr. Walsh?
When people call me Mr. Here's the. Alright.
Yeah.
I hate the last name Walsh. It's just, what does it offer? Nothing. I need to find a woman with a great last name.
Okay, and take her last name.
And take her last
And go to
name.
one of those places where you do that. Okay. I don't know where that's done. Because I don't make my last name either. Steinberg, it's so cacophonous and like, it's so Jewish. And like, oh man, and I'm dating a girl right now, and she's got a pretty cool last name because it reminds me of the bombs in the Mario games. Her name's Baumgarten. And like bombs in the garden.
Baumgarten?
Yeah, but I don't like a name that like if you say it in like a James Bond villain voice, it sounds super evil. Like, bomb got it, you know? It just sounds like, it sounds scary. So, I know, I gotta get rid of this thing.
Baumgarten.
Baumgarten.
It's great too. It's also
It's
like
great for some reason.
the best wrestling move ever invented.
Is it?
He's pulling the Baumgarten!
The wrestling move, the Baumgarten.
There's flowers and bombs everywhere.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool. Baumgarten.
Baumgarten. Damn, what a name.
Right? Maybe I should reconsider. Maybe it's not as bad as I think.
I could marry her.
You could marry her? Don't do that. Career aspirations.
Right,
Be
career
Mr. Baumgarten.
aspirations. Yes.
That's good. Okay, I think I like that plan for you. You'll just be like the thing that holds that high school together.
Exactly.
You're gonna be like Mr. Feeney in Boy Meets World.
That is the dream to be the team. That is the dream to be Mr. Feeney. We all had that teacher where we could be like, oh God, Mr. Wetzel used to put shaving cream down my back. That's a true story. So it's like I want to be that guy that has like. You remember nothing from his class,
Yeah.
but you remember that one time he did something weird,
Yeah.
and it's great.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody has
Which is
that
really
story.
pathetic career aspiration.
No, it's good. It's, you know, you make a good life that way.
It's fun, but when
Yeah.
you look at it in terms of a career aspiration, it's like,
Oh, okay. Like you're not setting the bar too high.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, now I want to be a, and it's funny that you said this. I want to be a comedian.
okay.
So now I feel like I feel like kind of you, but I'm not helping people. I'm like I'm like the worst version of you. Like I'm you, but I'm not as good a guy. Like I'm in it for me. Which essentially that's kind of what that is now. I guess.
Yeah, you're a jerk, man.
I know, I'm a terrible person, I guess. That's not good. That's why I do this. That's why I do this nonsense.
I love this show.
I love this show. This show's great.
Good
Like,
time.
subscribe, and share. That's good. I like this. Okay, so we figured it out. You're basically going to be Mr. Feeney.
Yes, Mr. Feeney is the dream.
Maybe you could change your name to Mr. Feeney. That'd be so funny.
Change my last name to Feeney. I have his autograph, you know.
Do you?
I do.
That's so cool. Okay, so we figured it out. Okay, maybe I can come to your class and teach sometimes, because it's basically the same thing.
I'll bring the guest in. I'll bring in the famous guy. Everyone will be like, oh, it's him!
The famous-
It's Jake Baumgarten!
That's good. Okay, so I think we figured out our futures. I think we got it.
You know what I liked about our career aspirations?
What?
When we started, we were both going to end up on the same path.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a superhero. I
That's
wanted
it.
to be king of the
Sandcastles.
That just
pretty
sounds like
simple.
we would fight sometime.
That's
And then you wanted to be a baseball player. I wanted to be a broadcaster. I'm just gonna call your game eventually.
yeah, right.
Or if I were a goalie and you were a baseball player, we'd do some charity event together.
Yeah.
We were meant to be together.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We were meant to be together. This is good. Look at this. This is the start of something beautiful.
This could be the start. Oh no. I don't want to sing that.
Pat is an actor, by the way, and
Oh,
if there
that's
is
also something,
if there
okay.
is something I can for the Wild Party, everybody should go see that, which is VSMT'S next show. I'll put something in there so people can get some information about that, because you're the star of the show, aren't you?
I am the male lead.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's the star, and it's gonna be excellent. You're like my favorite.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I could go see anybody, I'd like to see you more than me.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
This is
great.
I'm having so much.
Yeah.
I don't think I've stopped smiling this whole video. I'm
No,
just like,
this is good.
Thanks, man.
Wow. Okay, I think
Yeah.
that wraps it up for this episode.
yeah.
Yeah, if you like this conversation, be sure to like, subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff, and I'm sure we'll see more of Patrick in the future. Pat, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This has been a dream come true
Oh,
so far.
look at this guy. Yeah, so thank you. Everybody have a wonderful day, and remember, Jake knows it.
Cause I knew you were trouble when you walked
On
in.
my voice, my microphone. Everybody get up. Where we at, Polo?
You're safe, I've been feeling so alone.